to come on in, and unfortunately didn't have that impact. But you're right, had a massive impact. You do have to give him a bit of a round of applause. Also to Voy as well. I know in the first half he had a bit of a tricky warm into the game, and then the second half things started to shine, and understandably so. For me now, I definitely think that Rogue, look, I think it was 3 different players that ended on double-digit kills. Yep. It was a frag fest, and I could feel it every single round.
Understandable given coastline and the way that things ended up here. Though, let us have a chat with the victors of this game. We got Rogue and LeonGids. Here
Hi, guys. Hello.
Hello, Leon.
How are you guys doing?
Well, we're pretty good. Yet another team in the bin, as you would say. We saw the reactions at that one round that led you to OT, where you collected the 2 kills in kitchen. That was a lucky lineup, not going to lie.
Yeah, well, you take it as you can.
And you did take it. That is the important piece here. Rogue coming in, and of course, the fear on everybody's minds is, oh, good Lord, please, no Stage 2 2020. And you know what? It held up. You got 2 points out of it. Train hard at least pushed you to the edge in this one. What did you feel was the most difficult piece for you to adapt through in this game? You went to coastline. What's the deal here?
Well, we played GSA yesterday, and we played Coastline, and we just went in having fun, and we smashed G2 on it. So we thought, hey, we wasn't gonna play Coastline, but why don't we just play it now? So we did no prep on it really. We kind of just played how we did yesterday. We just, we went very fluid, very dynamic. Just pick what you want, have fun with it. Other than that, we did like I said, no prep. So we just went in just seeing what they'll do, and I think the reason we went like OT and we kind of choked it was because we just got scared. We had the advantage. People just wanted to play safe. They didn't want to give the picks away in case we lost the rounds and we lost our advantage. So as we got to OT and the timeout came, I told them all, forget everything we've just spoke about. We're going full aggression. Valkyrie cam's outside. We're going to peek him. We're not letting him in the building. And we did that on the last round, and it worked out pretty well.
Fair enough. Gis?
Look, I wanted to ask a little bit about you personally. I know you're surrounded by the Germans of your squad, and you've been doing the very best that you can to keep, the English-speaking side of the team alive. But regardless of the memes around that, how do you feel you've performed as sort of the seasons have gone on, or rather the stages have gone on? You've changed roles every now and then. You've seen a little bit of criticism, but you're still standing strong with a lot of frags behind you. Do you feel that you're still considerably up there in the fragging department?
I'd say coming in with the new season and the new meta, it definitely brought back a lot of the passion and the motivation for the game. I felt like rejuvenated. I could play better, and because I had these new roles as well, it was a bit different for me because hard breach and support is not really my thing. Yeah. I just played it because Arkoff was like, "You're not allowed to peek anymore. Get on that hard breach."
Reasonable.
That's the only reason I'm on it. So they realized over the season, me and Arkoff, that I'm stepping up a bit more overall. So he wanted to try me on different roles. And we're kind of redoing how roles work. We're not doing traditional roles in Siege on Rogue anymore. We can go into that later. It's very long and detailed, but
fair enough.
Yeah. The new meta just brings back the love, and I do think I'm definitely still able to keep myself up there, even if I do troll and get a few opening deaths every now and again.
How old are you? Just a question.
I'm 21.
Oh, 4 more years until you retire on Thermite.
Yeah.
I've got loads of years under my belt.
He's got way more frags to come yet, man. I got a question for you as well about the mentality in the team, because I joked out there, and it is still half a joke. Promise I'm not trying to stereotype here. We saw the whole team smiling on camera at once. I can't recall ever a time that I've seen the entire Rogue team smiling and having a laugh. Normally it was quite stern faces. Maybe the results didn't help that. But how has the mentality changed now? You've had Meepy a few months as well. You've had some help from Bernadette as well. Has that really leveled you guys up in terms of the attitude and mentality? Because Rise on the interview earlier was saying the attitude, the mental has been the big shift for them. Is it the same for you boys?
It definitely has been the big shift. Bernie and Meepy, as you said, come to the team start of the stage, last stage. And I think everything they tell us and everything we try to ingrain as a team, fundamentally, we're trying to be more honest with each other. Before, it wasn't really always the most honest. And we always tried to address concerns and any issues we have straight away, so that the team is always on their top level and we can get anything that any issue anyone has straight out of it, forget about it, clean mindset straight into a game. And Bernie, yeah, she really pushes that for us. We have like a Discord. It has like different values that we have as the team, and we try to respect them. And every 2 weeks, we reevaluate how the team is looking based on those values, and we grade it from like F to S. And yeah, we just tried to make sure we explain why we ranked that as we did and what we can improve on.
I love it. That's the kind of coordination you want to see in a professional team these days, right? You look at like top tier sports teams and how serious they are. It sounds like a lot of teams like you guys are really starting to step to that level. Wicked to hear.
That's the experience that Bernie brings in. We talked about her experience over many years in the LEC and as a professional herself. So
I mean, think about the Australis effect. Remember, they couldn't quite get to the finals time and time and time again. They bring in a sports psychologist and they become some of the biggest names in the world. And all it took was one singular expert to come on in.
Basically, Leon, you boys are going to be the next superstars, is what you're saying there.
I'm just leading you guys into it. I'll see you next year at SI 2022.
Not my words.
There you go. Nobody can use that for the unfortunate events account for this one. Leon, congratulations again on your victory. Always a pleasure to have you here. Next week, you get to play against Secret, who seem to be revitalized today after taking down Na'Vi. Anything you'd like to say to your opponents?
Well, I heard Packball was talking some smack earlier on his interview. So, Packball better get ready for the game because we're not letting him go easy.
Yet another bin is awaiting many of the teams that are out there. Well, Leon, unfortunately, we couldn't see you at Invitational performing. It's something that we can look at for next year and for Europe in general. Anything you'd like to say to the fans out there?
Thank you all for the constant support. We're guaranteed not a stage 2 road from last season, which we all love to see. And we're just going to keep trying our best and making sure that we do everyone proud.
All right, well, the best is yet to come. 2 points is what you run away with at the end of this play day. Leon, as I said before, always a pleasure to have you on here. And finally, we can have your beautiful face in our studio. And that is kind of the best way to end our night.
Beautiful way to end. You're absolutely right.
I know.
Love it.
Leon, it's been a long time since we've all been together in one location. So let's pray for that at some point in time.
The start of good science.
Thank you so much. And again, congratulations. We'll see you on your next play day where you face off against Team Secret. Until then, good night.
Good night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.